Welcome back to Dirty Water, Coins and Collectibles. We have a multi-denominational hunt. I have 10 rolls of quarters, 10 rolls of dimes, 10 rolls of nickels, and I was only able to get 4 rolls of pennies. I might take 6 rolls from the boxes that I have to make it 10 rolls as well. I like to do customer wrapped, but I couldn't get any, so we'll have to either modify or make do. Let's start out with the quarters, looking for silver, W's, proofs, errors, varieties, foreigns. Same thing with the dimes. There are W's in 1996, although I've never found one. Silver, proofs, foreigns, errors, varieties. Nickels, we're going to be looking for shield nickels, V nickels, buffalo nickels, war nickels, foreigns, errors, varieties. And then the pennies, love to find a flying eagle. I've never found one, probably won't this time either. Indian heads, wheat cents, proofs, foreigns, errors, varieties. Let's get into it. Let's start with the quarters first. Move on to the dimes, nickels, and then finish out with the pennies. I'll be back with the first find. Working on roll number 4, and I have a Kanaka Ole under the scope. It's a little tiny die chip inside the A, but that's not why I'm bringing you in. If you look at America, you can see doubling up here. This is a little bit more minor than the one that I had attributed. You can see on the F, and then underneath is doubling in here. It's thicker here, there, all at the bottom of United. A little less on states, but still doubled. If we come down to E pluribus, you can see the doubling on the bottom of the E and the P, a little bit on the L, under the R and the I. If I flip it this way, where am I here? Right here. So you can see it under the R, the I, a little bit under the B, and then under the M of unum. The doubling there, the bottom of the E, the O, a little less on the K's. Again, we have doubling on the apostrophe, but we have a double die here. And again, this is different than the one that I had attributed on Variety Vista. So definitely be holding this one aside. Let's keep the hunt going. I'll be right back. Working on roll number 8, I have a Teddy Roosevelt quarter under the scope, and the more I looked at this, the more die chips I saw. So we have one at the top of his hat, small one right here, and I got a decent sized one right here, and it looks like another one right here on his neck. I think there's a triple die chip. And there's probably more that I'm just not seeing. But we'll hold this one aside. Keep it going. See if there's anything on the obverse. Alright, I'll be right back with the next find. Roll number 9 gives us a Kanaka Ole. This is pretty cool. So we have the start of the die chip right in here, kind of just the outline of one, which is different. I've never seen this particular coin before. We have some die chips in the A, in the K, but in here you can see where it's going to start. So we get another starting point, which is pretty cool. And then over here, right in here, in between her hairline, another starter one. We have a little bit of a piece right here, but this eventually would be a die chip. that's pretty neat. I'll hold this aside. Let's keep her going. We'll be back with the next find. Still on roll number 9. We have a Tallgrass Prairie under the scope with a massive die chip on the lower or inner wing of the butterfly. Right here, it comes all the way up and around. So definitely hold this one aside. Be right back. All right, 10 rolls of quarters have been hunted. We did get 7 2024 Patsy Takamoto mink out of Philly. I had 1 Maria Tall Chief 2023 out of Philly. I haven't found many of these either. For our varieties, we have the Edith Kanaka-Ole with the die chip in the A, Edith Kanaka-Ole with the pre-die chips and die chips, Theodore Roosevelt with the multiple die chips, Tallgrass Prairie with the very large die chip on the inner wing there, and the Edith Kanaka-Ole appears to be a DDR, little weaker than the one that I found. All right, so there's our quarter finds. Let's get into the dimes, see if we can't pull anything out of there. Be right back. I'm on roll number 10 of the dimes, and I pulled these out, and nothing looked different to me until I flattened them out. And we have a 1964. We have a silver out of Philly. It's got a nice color to it, nice tone, actually in decent shape. Look at that. That thing's beautiful. It's got that kind of yellowy orange rim, so I didn't notice it. It looked kind of coppery to me. That's awesome. Silver on the board in the last roll. Let me finish this out, see if I can find anything different. And if not, I'll start in on the nickels. Either way, I'll be right back. Alright, I lied. I forgot I had to do the dime wrap-up, which was our single dime, 1964 out of Philly, in beautiful condition. Little fingerprint right there. Alright, let's get into the nickels. Bring you in with the first find. Be right back. Flattened out roll 1 of the nickels, and we've got a 1947 staring us in the face. Out of Denver, and we've got damage. I don't think we have anything for the mint mark. Nope. Alright, let's keep her going. Be right back. Just dumped out the second roll of nickels. And where is it? Right here. We have Canadian cent. Or 5 cents, I should say. And that was a 1987. No, I'm just kidding. That's not why I brought you in. Right there. Roll 2. We got a buff. Don't see a mint mark. I have all legs. And triple feather. Don't really see a date there though. Let me see if I can find a date on here. I'll be right back. Alright, I checked with the loop and trying to angle this, I don't know, 19, I have no idea. Maybe a 37. I literally have no clue. I can't really make it out. Let me know if you can see anything when I angle it. It's definitely been nickel-dated. But either way, we have a buffalo, a 40s find, and a Canadian so far. Be back with the next find. Roll number 3, and I did see this one already. We have a 1942 out of Denver, and the mint mark looks normal. Let's keep it going. I'll bring you in with the next find. Like 2 coins back, we have a 1959 out of Denver. It's in really nice condition. And that looks like, I don't know, it could be damage. I don't know. What do you guys think? Could that be a double die? I'll hold it aside. That looks like it could be not a double die, I'm sorry, an RPM. Alright, let's keep her going. Be back with the next find. Roll number 6 of the nickels. We have a 1951. It was obverse facing. I have not flipped it yet. And that's out of Philly. Hold this aside. Bring you back with the next find. I just poured out roll number 8. And this one here looks like it could be silver. I have not checked. I could be wrong. Let's see. Is it that one right here? And I'm wrong. 85. Alright. Bring you back with the next find. Roll number 8. We have a 2023 under the scope. We have some extra thickness in the windows. I have extra thickness in MON. United. United is split right in here. A little bit on the inside of the E. Top inside of the D. And then checking the FS. When I come up here, E pluribus down the lower portion is split, doubled, and we've got doubling in unum. So I'll definitely hold this aside, bring you back with the next find. We're working on the 10th roll. I have a 2022 under the scope. When I flip it, check out the doubling in United. Look at the U, the N, the I, the T, the E, the D, the S, the T. Look at that. Both S's have pretty good doubling on the back side here. Doubling under the T's, the inner portion of the E, OF, America is doubled. That's some pretty good doubling right there. Don't see it on unum, and not really on pluribus, and not really on the windows or the pillars. Some in Monticello. But mainly on United States of America. That's some severe doubling. Alright, let me finish out this roll. Be right back. Still roll number 10. We have another 2022. And now we have it on the M of Monticello. Still in United. Looks like we have some either die chips or some extension under the F and the I. Look at the doubling on the T and the E. Look at that. That's crazy. That's some sweet doubling. Again on the back side of the S, T, Not so much the backside of that S. And then it looks like it's tapering off here. So this one's a little different than the one that we just found. Again, some serious doubling right there. All right, let's keep her going. All right, 10 rolls of nickels have been hunted, and this one worked out really well too. Couple from Canada. We have a 1987 and a 1989. We had a couple 40s finds. We had a 47 and a 42. 50s, we had a 51 and that nice 59 Denver. We had a couple or a few double die reverses. We had two 2022s with some severe doubling and a 2023 DDR. And then we did find a buffalo. Tried to pull a date, just wasn't able to do so. Philly minted, but nonetheless we still got a buffalo. Let's start into the pennies. Bring you in with the first find. Be right back. Roll number 1 for the pennies, and it looks like we have a Wheatie. 1945. A little dirty, but still have a wheat. I always try to see if there's any kind of die cracks or pre-cuds. Doubling's hard to see on the reverse just because of usually all the wear, and they're circulated, so they're dirty. But we have a 1945. First find. Let's keep her going. Still working on roll number 1 of the pennies. I have a 1975 under the scope. And if you look at the eye, it looks like a little bit of it is notched here. The end is notched here, and it kind of looks like it's shifted, like it's thicker in here and in there, like it's kind of not, it's switched kind of that way, kind of on an angle. Let me know what you think down in the comments. See, it looks like there's a little bit of doubling right under here and under there. I'm not sure. Well, we'll hold it aside as a potential find, and let me know down in the comments what you think. Let's keep it going. Still hunting roll number 1. I have a 2010 under the scope, and we've got a pretty significant die crack. Comes up here, stops right about here. So that's pretty sweet. That might be a spike head. Goes in from the rim into the design, so it's possible it could be listed on oh my god, not Mad Die Clashes, what's the other one? Cuds on Coins. Hoo-wee, that took forever. So we'll definitely hold this one aside. Let's keep the hunt going. Just poured out roll 2. It looks like a lot of, if not all, zinc scents, which I actually don't mind because there's a lot of varieties to find in the zinc scents. So let me start this roll. Hopefully I come across something that I can bring you in for. See you in a second. Alright, working on roll number 2. I have a 2009 Presidency under the scope, and it looks like a minor DDO. A little bit of doubling in the R and the T. It's thicker over here on the Y, right in here. So I'm not sure if this one's listed or not, but it does look like a double die to me. So I'll hold it aside, and let's keep it going. See if there's anything going on up here. No. And I did check, I checked the reverse already to see if there was doubling in the window treatments. I don't see anything. Let's keep her going. Still working on roll number 2. I just came across this 1964 in red condition, and I'm looking for the FS 801 in a decent condition. I did find one, but let's put this under the scope, see if we have anything. I have not looked, I have not cheated, and we don't. That would have been sweet if we did, but we don't. All right, keep it going. I'm hunting the fourth roll of pennies. I have a 2016 under the scope, and it looked like it was a double die. This looks like it's been damaged, like it's squeezed a little bit, but that looks fatter. Out here and out here look fatter. The 1 looks like it's notched, and the 6 looks fatter. So I pulled this to the side, and look at that. Look at the thickness on Liberty. That's sweet. I think I've been looking for this one for a very long time, and finally came across it. That thing is awesome. Look at how fat that is. I have not looked at In God We Trust yet. I'm not sure if that's been affected. So let's do that. Looks like a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, that S looks like it's doubled in the T. Yeah, that's sweet. Let's see if we have any markers here on the shield. So there's a crack. Looks like it's running right through here. So that is awesome. That's a sweet find. Actually not in terrible shape either. Not in great shape, but it's not terrible. Definitely hold that one aside. Be back if I come across something else. I think I'll pull probably 5 rolls of Fed Wrapped by Loomis, I believe, and we'll hunt those as part of this. I'll be right back. All right, so I did pull 5 rolls out of a box that I have, and I picked these up around the beginning of the year looking for the 2024 Lincoln Sense, and did not get any luck with any of those. So we're gonna hunt these, see if we can't find anything. I'll be right back. Hunting roll number 5, or the first Loomis roll. We have a 2006, a little bit of extra thickness in the 2 and the 0s. Come over here, get some doubling. See the T is pushed to the right. It's a little bit thicker here, thicker in the R. Double in the B, the E, it's notched here, 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 there, and there. If we come up here, got some decent sized die chips in the back of his head right here, and couldn't tell. I think that's just a scratch going through the O of God right here. But that's a pretty cool little find. So we'll hold this one aside. Move on to the next one. Just flattened out the 9th and final roll for the pennies. We have a Canadian 1963 Younghead. I believe this was a Wheatie. We have a 1944 Wheatie. Let's see, is this one? A 2009 right here. We have a wheat cent right here. 57 Denver. Another one right here. Is it a 41? It's a 41. We'll check that one for the DDO. I don't think we have anything else there for wheats. All right, let's check this 41. I don't see anything there. Nothing there. And nothing there. All right. Let me finish out this roll. I'll bring you in if I have something else. 9 rolls of pennies hunted or cents hunted. And let's see what we have for finds. We got 3 Canadians. We had a 1963 Younghead, a 72, and a pretty decent condition 2005. We had some 2009s, early childhoods, a couple of those. One of them's a Denver. Professional life and presidency. No errors on them, no varieties. I pulled this 73 aside just because it was in decent condition. I can check it against the album. The 75, that looks like it could be doubled up in God We Trust there. We had a couple of Wheaties. 41, no DDO. 44, 45, and a 57 Denver. We had a 2006 DDO, and a 2010 with that decent sized die crack right down inside his jacket there. And the find for the hunt is this 2016 DDO. I've been looking for this super fat Liberty for a very long time, and finally have one. 2016 actually looks doubled from here too. I mean, it is, but it looks really doubled. So there we have it for the pennies. That does it for this hunt. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you're not subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. All you got to do is hit a button. Once you hit that button, you'll be prompted to hit the notification bell so you get notified on all of my upcoming videos. Please remember to hit that like button. And as always, see you on the next one.